Hey guys, it's TJ, and today we're going to be talking about the announcement of Georgia for Civilization 6 Rise and Fall. As I said on Twitter, this is Georgia with the mountains, not Georgia with the peaches. Although it would be kind of interesting to maybe have the state of Georgia under like Rick Grimes or something as a civ. Some modders, get on that if you don't mind. We're also going to be talking a little bit about Golden Ages because the video that came out to announce Georgia actually gave us some information that we didn't have previously. And knowing, just kind of putting the puzzle pieces together, these guys actually seem like they're going to be quite a bit more powerful than it seems like some people on, Reddit and Civ fanatics have been giving them credit for since the announcement. So Georgia is it's a little mountain kingdom in the Caucasus Mountains. They speak a Kartvelian language, which is actually it's not related to Indo-European or Turkish or anything. It's its own little language group that primarily just exists up in that little area up there. So those of you that are wondering, where do they fall into the cultural linguistic scheme of Europe and Asia, they kind of don't. It's kind of like Korean. It's kind of or Basque even. It's kind of this little isolated group up there. If you're like me and perhaps incorrectly think of different kingdoms and cultures in like CK2 or EU4 terms, where it's like, oh, what culture group do they belong to? So their bonuses, once again, thank you to Captain Lime for laying these out nicely. Strength and Unity, when they enter a Golden Age, they receive an additional bonus as well as the selected Golden Age dedication. So every time you enter a new age in Rise and Fall, you make a dedication. If you're in a Dark Age or a Normal Age, you'll get a dedication that helps you earn Era score. If you're in a Golden Age or a Heroic Age, you'll get a dedication that just gives you a flat bonus. Now here's the interesting part. If we look at the screen here, it looks like when Georgia picks a dedication in a Golden Age, they get a Golden Age buff, like everyone else does, but then they also get a new way to earn Era score like you would in a Normal Age or a Dark Age. So when I interviewed Andrew Fredrickson for PC Gamer, this is what he basically said. Yeah, if you're going to a Dark Age or a Normal Age, your dedication will give you a new way to earn Era score, which would help prevent a Dark Age spiral when you're stumbling from one disaster to the next. In a Golden Age or Heroic Age, your dedication grants you an extra buff on top of the loyalty bonus you're already getting, such as increased movement or combat ability for units. While these buffs are nice, they don't contribute to Era score, making it difficult to chain together Golden Ages. So what it looks like Georgia is set up to do is exactly that, chain together Golden Ages. They get their buff from the Golden Age, and then they get a way to make sure that they are going to continue into another Golden Age, which seems pretty powerful to me, actually. They do miss out on Heroic Ages if they pursue this path, because obviously to get a Heroic Age, you have to purposefully, or accidentally, I suppose, descend into a Dark Age and then emerge victorious from that Dark Age. But if they can just keep Golden Ages rolling the entire game, that's going to be actually pretty powerful, I think. So, their other bonuses, they get the Kevsureti unique unit. It's a melee unit. Looks like it's a swordsman replacement, based on context clues. They haven't specifically said that, but it looks like it replaces the swordsman. It gets combat bonus on hill terrain and ignores hill terrain movement penalty, which is going to be pretty huge on, especially if you get a really hilly start. Movement in Civ 6 is much more punishing than it was in Civ 5 if you've played enough of it. I'm sure you're very familiar with that fact. 40 base combat and plus 7 on hill terrain, so pretty badass swordsman replacement here. Their unique infrastructure is, I think it's pronounced Chike or Tsike, I'm not sure. It's a replacement for the Renaissance walls. Not actually stronger than Renaissance walls, I don't think, but they're cheaper to build, and they give you +3 faith, which is nice if you have them in all of your cities. That's quite a bit of faith. That's like a pretty significant, like you could almost skip building a holy site in the absolute perfect place and just kind of put it wherever, because you're getting +3 faith from the walls. So Tamar is their leader. She gets Glory of the World, Kingdom, and Faith, plus 100% Faith for 10 turns after declaring a Protectorate War, which it looks like is a war you can declare. I'm actually not sure if this is new for the expansion or if this is in Civ 6 already, because I can't say that I've ever declared a Protectorate War, but it's for liberating a city-state you were the suzerain of that was conquered by another civ. So you get double faith, basically, for 10 turns. And also, each envoy you send to a city-state with your religion counts as 2, which is going to be pretty powerful. Georgia looks like it's going to be one of the stronger civs in terms of patronizing city-states, as long as you keep up with spreading your religion. They're obviously going to be geared towards a religious victory, is what it seems like to me. They don't really get specific bonuses to anything else, although I guess if you're chaining together Golden Ages, you can pick a bonus for whatever victory type you're going for, but definitely strongest in religion. That is about all that we know so far, but let's go ahead and take a look at some of those Golden Age bonuses, because this is some new information. Also, once again, Captain Lime has laid these out in a neater fashion than they were on the video. So the Monumentality Golden Age dedication, plus 2 movement for builders, can purchase civilian units with faith. Builders and settlers are 30% cheaper to purchase. And then the plus 1 era score whenever a new specialty district is constructed is, I'm assuming, going to be the normal age bonus for Monumentality, but if you're playing as Georgia, you get both. That's at least my understanding of how this works. I really like that one. It really plays into my playstyle. I really like spamming builders. I really like making sure all of my tiles are developed. I'm kind of a noob. Sometimes I will develop tiles past what I even have citizens to work, just because I like having, something cool on every tile. So, Exodus of the Evangelists, plus 2 movement for all missionaries, apostles, and inquisitors. All newly trained missionaries, apostles, and inquisitors have additional 2 charges. That's really strong, actually. Plus 4 great profit points per turn is also really strong. And then the normal age bonus is gain plus 2 era score each time you convert a city to your religion for the first time. So you can't get like a buddy to, you're going to have this city in the middle of the 2 of you that you're going to keep converting back and forth to farm era score. Hic Sunt Draconis. Plus 3 starting population for cities settled on a different continent from your first. Plus 2 movement for all naval and embarked units. Plus 2 loyalty per turn for cities not on your original capital's continent. Gain plus 3 era score when discovering a new continent or a national wonder. This is basically these are all from the Renaissance era, by the way. So this is like the colonialist dedication. This is going to be really strong for, like, I can see playing as England and, like, timing, you're going to be going into a golden age in the Renaissance to really take advantage of this. And then for the normal age bonus, it's plus 1 era score each time you kill a non-barbarian naval unit in combat. And then he has this labeled as unknown, but I think the video actually gave it a name, maybe? Reform the coinage? I don't know if those are the same thing. Okay, so we don't actually know what this one's called. We know there's one called Reform the Coinage. We don't actually know. I don't think it's this one because it doesn't sound the same. But there is some sort of dedication that gives each citizen plus provides 1.5 loyalty per turn in the city. Okay, here's what I think this is. Let's back up a little bit. This is not actually a specific dedication. This is just the bonus you get for being in a golden age. Based on what Andrew Fredrickson told me, I think this is just flat out, this is the bonus you get for being in a golden age, regardless. Anytime you go into a golden age, each citizen is going to provide 1.5 loyalty per turn in their city, which will also exert an effect on cities within 9 tiles, but 10% less effective per tile. So you can, if your citizens are really loyal, they're actually going to exert loyalty pressure on foreign cities and city-states within 9 tiles at a diminishing rate. So that's what that is. That's not actually a specific bonus you pick. That's just what you get anytime you're in a golden age. So So that about does it for Georgia and for the new stuff that we have learned about Golden Ages. For more gaming news, more on Civ 6, Total War, Paradox, all that cool stuff, Dev Diary breakdowns, we've started a series for that. Go ahead and subscribe. If you want to click on that bell thingy so you know when we post a new video, we would of course appreciate it. We are at Loresworn Order on Twitter. I am at AsaTJ, that's ASATJ, and we will see you next time.